It's day 3 of our holiday and it's going really well. We're having a fabulous time. But I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. So, remember yesterday in video 2, I was telling you that we'd booked our massages, and the massages, I have to say, was amazing. First we had the salt room treatment, then a sauna, then the steam, then the Turkish bath, and then the massage. And it was from altogether that was an hour and a half, and it was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Anyway, on the evening, as I'm heading back to my room, so I had the massage, I had that service, then was out sunbathing by the pool, around the resort. And in the evening, I was heading back to the room, and I had to pass the resort, and I saw one of the guys who'd sold us the package, and he called me over, and he said, you disappeared after your service. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you needed to see me. He says, I need to talk to you. And he's really serious, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what's happened? He said, come inside, let's sit down. He said, I need to talk to you. And he's getting me worried now. I'm thinking, what's going on? So he tells me that the girl who did my massage went to him and said to him that I'm really bad, like unwell. My body is really unwell. And he said that she'd been doing massages for all sorts of people, sports people, all sorts, for years, and they hadn't seen anybody as bad as me. And I was like, really? And it was interesting that she picked up on it, because I was a bit naughty. Really, you should tell a massage therapist if you've got any health conditions, and I didn't, and they didn't ask. But she picked up on the problems in this shoulder, problems in my neck. I've got a little bit of problem in this shoulder, but it's nothing nowhere near as bad as this shoulder. And she picked up on all the problems in my hip and my lower back as well. And he basically said, we don't know how you are walking, don't know how you are able to walk. And I was like, I hear you, because I have a lot of, if you follow me here on the channel, I have a lot of problems with my mobility. So basically she said that when they're doing a massage, your muscles are supposed to be soft, but my muscles in particular areas around my neck, my upper shoulder, the middle of the back, going down towards the spine, and the shoulder back, she said they were rock hard. So when she did this side, she could massage it, and then she rested my arm behind my back like that, and I could do it, and I felt a little twinge, but she could do it. She couldn't even attempt to do it with this shoulder. Now, if you recall, back in January I had a fall, and I ended up tearing the muscles in my shoulder. But before that, I suffered with frozen shoulders on both shoulders. It goes into spasms. I just have a lot of problems with my shoulder, and then it goes up into my neck as well. I get a lot of neck pain as well. And she just said I was really bad. It goes all the way down my spine, and then into my lower back and into my hips. So she told him that I need a lot of treatment. So he sat me down, and he's telling me all of this, and it was no surprise to me, because I live with this condition, and I know how bad I am. And it's interesting, because he said to me that he's like a sports therapist, and it's more than a masseur. I think he's very skilled at what he does. and he's been doing it for years. And he said that, I said to him, in England I'm having physio. He said, it's not physio that you need, darling. He says, I see a lot of patients and they have physio for years and years and years, and it's not working. It's not working. And funnily enough, I spoke to my daughter-in-law, and she works in medical practice, and she said the same. The patients say they can go for physio for years and years and years, and it doesn't have the desired effect. It can take a long time. And even my own physiotherapist said it'll take a long time because it's all exercises, there's no hands-on therapy. So he said that in England they treat you with exercises or steroid injections. And I thought that's interesting because I have a lot of those. And he said that just takes the inflammation away, and it doesn't even get to where it needs. So when he's telling me all this, I'm thinking he knows what he's talking about. He knows. So he said the other thing is they'll diagnose you with things like fibromyalgia, and I thought that's really interesting because for years I've been told I've got fibromyalgia because it's all those points in my body. And he says really what it is that your muscles have gone into spasm, and he says it's chronic. So like he described it like having cramp. So when you have cramp, your muscles go into spasm and then eventually it releases. But he said with me, it's gone into spasm and it's just locked there. Even as I'm doing this now, I can feel it in my neck and my shoulders. He says your muscles have just gone into spasm, they've locked, and he said it's chronic, it's long term. He says you were completely locked up. Your neck, your left shoulder, sorry, my right shoulder, and the whole of the base of my back. I thought interesting. So he's telling me all of this, and I'm thinking, half of this, I know he's telling me the truth, but the other half of me is going to sell me a package. So I said, well, what are you suggesting? He said, darling, he said, you need therapy, you need treatment. And he said, having the massage that I had yesterday, he says that's just a one-off, that's just for relaxation. He says you need more than that. He says you need intensive therapy, intensive. He says how long are you here for with us as well? We've got like 7 days left. He says good. He says I recommend at least 5 days treatment, 5 days, every day for 5 days, he said. 1 hour, and he said what the therapist is going to do, he says they're going to give you a deep massage and then stretch out the muscles and then put hot stones on, and that's how they're going to get into those muscles that are locked up. But he said one isn't going to do it. He says you're wasting your money. So, cut long story short, he said what I need for 2 types of treatment. One costs £45 an hour and the other one costs £190 an hour. So 230 quid it would cost. He said, but because you are so bad, it just kept stressing how bad I was. I felt bad for myself. He was stressing it so much. He says, because you're so bad, he says, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do you a one-off price. He says, in the end, he'd done us a really good price just for the 2 of us. So, really pleased about that. So I had my first deep therapy treatment today, and let me tell you, I was just doubled up in pain. But you know, like, it wasn't a bad pain, it was good pain. and it really hurt, and it was a good pain because I know that it was doing a lot of good. So she was really massaging me really deeply, and in all those places, just my neck, oh my goodness, she stretched my neck. She did a lot of work on my neck, in my shoulder, right in the area that, well, not so much the outer shoulder, but like the inner. Oh, even as I touch it now, it's sore. Right down my back, down my spine, and then right into my lower back. And then she put the hot stones on. Oh my days, those hot stones are incredible, beautiful. And I thought, that's why I love my hot water bottle. I'm always sat at work with my hot water bottle right in the base of my back. And now I know why. It's because, you know, that's where I need it to be loosened. But he said, after this, I've got to start stretching. I've got to do those stretching exercises. So I'm probably going to start taking up yoga, because I don't want to just spend the money and do the treatment and then come back home and just leave it as that. I want to build on that. And I'm also going to start looking at regular therapy massages. And I was thinking, gosh, I'll probably even, if I can get a really good deal, fly back to Turkey like once every couple of months, just for, you know how people fly out for medical treatment and cosmetic surgery. I'll probably fly out just for, like, you know, the treatments. So we'll see. But I know they do things in Bulgaria. My friend has been, I think it's Bucharest, I think, and she gets an early morning flight, flies out to the spa, has the treatment, and then flies back into England. So I'll probably look at something like that. But oh dear me. So yeah, so I did my first one today, and I've got my next one tomorrow. And then so by the time I finish this holiday, I would have had 6 treatments altogether. I'm just feeling really sore. My body is feeling so sore at the moment, sore to touch, all those points around my neck and my back and my lower back. But I'm confident that by the time I go home, I will feel better. I'm not expecting miracles. I don't expect to be, you know, feeling 100%, but I expect to feel a little bit better. But yeah, so that's what happened today. So I thought I would just give you that update. And then after that, we hit the beach, me and the family, we hit the beach, and we've just been relaxing on the beach all day. And it's just been lovely. Got back, freshened up, and getting ready to go for dinner. So it's been lovely, really lovely. And yeah, I think on this holiday, we were saying last night that sometimes when you've got kids and you're on holiday, you almost feel like you've got to do it all. You've got to go to all the entertainments, you've got to do all the things. But I think it's made me, especially with my pain, made me realise, actually, no, just being still, just enjoying the beach, enjoying the pool, and getting some early nights, I'm happy with that. And obviously I take the grandkids to the park and that. So yeah, so really happy with my holiday so far. So the sun's just going down, so I'm going to just turn the camera so I can show you. Oh, and by the way, it's really hot. End of September. It rained last night, but it was beautiful again today. High 20s. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend this time of year to come, because weather's still good, and it's because it's end of season. It's cheaper as well, a lot cheaper than when we came out in June. Let me just turn the camera around for you guys. There you go. So there you go. You've got the mountains there, and it's a little bit cloudy. It's just, oops, there we go. There's a play area, and just over here, that's the kids club, and there's a play area there. All the mountains. I say it's not the prettiest view, but it's okay. Anyway guys, that is it from me. I'm going to take my grandson for dinner, and I'll be back tomorrow. Have a lovely evening and see you soon. Bye.